While a lot of you is giving up on the season, while a lot of you is losing focus on the main topic we ought to be discussing, while a lot of you is zoning out, I want to draw your attention back to the top 5 race. This is all we have for the rest of the season. The season is over. Liverpool have been crowned champion. Arsenal just went out of the Champions League. Arsenal season is over. Manchester City is now chasing Arsenal in the Premier League. Likewise, the Newcastle, the Chelsea, the Nottingham Forest. But guys, let's have this conversation. Let's go. Welcome to Football Madness. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share this. Now let's go have some fun. Let's go. Back again to another week of review and preview show. We are back for another interesting, another tantalizing, another transcending episode. Stay tuned and stay dialed in. We are here for another episode. For those of you that are just joining us for the first time, you are welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to this platform, Football Madness. On this platform, we interpret football with a little bit of humor, a little bit of banter. We mix it all up. Guys, it's not personal, it's just football. We are here to have some fun. For our returning subscribers, thank you. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, guys. Please continue to like, continue to subscribe, and continue to share the video. I appreciate it. Please. I need you. Help me. Let's continue to build this community. Let's continue to grow. Thank you. I do not take it for granted. On this week's episode of the Premier League season 2024-2025, this is the match week. This is the match week 36. At this point of the season, the conversation is beginning to shift. We will now be discussing who is your player of the season, who is your surprise star of the season, who is the transfer of the season, who is the breakthrough player of the season, who is the young player of the season. Guys, please, in the comment section, type this in there. Who is your player of the season? Let me know in the comment section. Who is your surprise breakthrough player of the season? Let me know. Who is the transfer of the season? Let me know. Who is the young player of the season that we are not looking at, that we ought to be watching? Maybe you are the only one that even have been watching this player, or you are the one that have been paying attention. Let us know. Let us know who has been tickling your fantasy. Which player that you've been watching, which player is entertaining to you. Let's find out. A young player of the season, or it might be the player of the season, transfer of the season. Let me know. This is where this conversation is going now. At this point of the season, this is what we ought to be discussing. And the top 5 race, because the league is done and dusted. We are back for another episode of the review and preview show. We have so much to discuss, so much to talk about. But for this week episode, the first game we have for you guys this week is the game between Southampton and Manchester City. See, Manchester City right now, they're unstoppable. They've won their last 4 games. They are undefeated in their last 5. They are pretty much cruising and are set for a Champions League place next season. Manchester City right now, I know it's too late in the season. They're beginning to pick up form. They're beginning to play better than they did at the beginning of the season. The ball is moving. The goals are coming. So congratulations to Manchester City. I guess next season is going to be competitive because they are going to take this momentum into next season. But for the game between Southampton and Manchester City, just looking at this game, I expect Manchester City to win this game. Flawless victory. I do not see Southampton posing any threat to Manchester City. This is a flawless victory. This is a practice game. Manchester City pretty much got a bye week. If you ask me, it's going to be as easy as it gets. You see, Manchester City this season, we need to have a conversation about Foden. How can the league MVP of last season be a substitute this season? This is something that we've never seen before. A league MVP of last season is a substitute this season. Foden have pretty much let Manchester City down this season, and this is one of the reasons why Manchester City did not compete for the league this season. But I hope that they will get it together by next season. The key to victory for Manchester City against Southampton is going to start from their offense. This game, they just need to score as much goals as possible to boost their goal difference. That's about it. But losing this game is not an option. Drawing this game is not even an option either. The only option Manchester City have out of this game is to win this game, and I do not see anything but a victory for Manchester City. The second key to victory is going to be their midfielders creating, and their defense pretty much having a clean sheet. Their defense have to have a clean sheet. The midfielders have to create. Manchester City is going to have some fun. This is going to be a practice game for them. There's not much to look at in this game. If you're a neutral fan, if you are doing the hate watch, this is not the game to do hate watch. This is not the game to be expecting any crazy results. Just allow Manchester City enjoy themselves. This is as easy as it's going to get for them. For the next game we'll have on our list, we'll have the game between Newcastle and Chelsea. So for those of you that are neutral fans and you want to be entertained, this is the game you ought to watch. This is the game that is going to give you that entertainment factor. Newcastle right now is competing for the top 5. Chelsea is competing for the top 5. Both teams have something to lose. So they will be fighting. It's going to be physical. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be entertaining. We are going to enjoy watching this game. Just tune in and enjoy this game. On the Newcastle side, we saw Newcastle last weekend. They drew 1-1 to Brighton. They did not really play well. From what I've seen of them lately, I expected them to beat Brighton, but that game was disappointing. That game was nothing to write home about. But I expect them to be better against Chelsea, because now they'll be back at home at St. James's Park. Chelsea is coming from a victory against Liverpool. Liverpool is pretty much done for the season, so I did not see anything in that game. I think Liverpool is just on the beach somewhere, probably with LeBron James. They are all partying together, and Ronaldo and co. Those are people that their season are done with. Lionel Messi, they are all in the beach somewhere. So, but for this matchup, I expect both of them to be competitive. This matchup is going to be competitive. On the Chelsea side, the key to victory for Chelsea is going to be their defense. Their defense. They played good defense against Liverpool last weekend, but that game is not something I want to give so much weight. I don't know. Liverpool rotated their squad. Liverpool did not give any effort or energy in that game, so it's not much to look at and say, oh, okay, Chelsea now is in hot form, or Chelsea's don't know. We have to look at it game by game as the game comes. But for the game against Liverpool, anyone playing Liverpool now is a write-off. The secondary key to victory for Chelsea will be their offense, finishing their chances. Cole Palmer scored his first goals in how many months? That was good to see. Congratulations to Cole Palmer and the Chelsea fan. Good for them. So going forward against Newcastle, Cole Palmer needs to step up. It's been a while. He's been gone for a couple of months now this season. Just been blanking on fantasy football. I had to drop him from my fantasy team. So, like I said, the secondary key to victory is going to be their offense. Chelsea have to create chances, and Chelsea have to take their chances. You are not going to Newcastle, going to St. James's Park. It's not going to be an easy one. But if you want to come out victorious in that game, if you want to be victorious, you have to be physical. Newcastle midfield is one of the most physical midfield you are going to go against. You have to be physical. You have to be dialed in. There will be no opportunity to fall asleep. Chelsea defense cannot afford to fall asleep against Newcastle. Newcastle is going to make you pay. I believe that this matchup is going to be entertaining. Both of them got 63 points. They are locked in on 63 points. They are locked in 4th and 5th place. Both of them competing for that top 5 slot. So it's going to be an interesting watch. Enzo Maresca, when you go up to St. James's Park, you do not want to go there and be complacent. You have to pick the right starting lineup. Lavia coming back from injury have been key to Chelsea midfield. It's good. Caicedo have been a lifesaver for them this season. Enzo is beginning to play well again. So you have to make the right choices. Jackson up front. You have to start with the right key players. You cannot afford to get your formation wrong. You cannot afford to select the wrong player. This is a game that you need to win. The top 5 battle, it is not over. Nottingham Forest is still in the race. Aston Villa is still in the race. You do not want to drop the ball this weekend. You are going to open the door for the team that are right behind to crawl back into the top 5 race. So when you go up to St. James's Park, you do not want to make any mistake. You want to pick the right team. You want to be focused. You want to be mentally and physically sound. Enzo Maresca. This is not the game to play around. Go up there, be ready, be sound, and make sure you entertain us. For the next game we'll have on our list, we'll have the game between Manchester United and West Ham. Manchester United in the Premier League are not competing for anything. Same goal for West Ham. This is a dead rubber game. I don't think this game is going to produce any entertainment factor. I think the only people that is going to pretty much enjoy this game is the West Ham fans and the Manchester United fans. If you're a neutral fan, you should find a better game to watch. But Manchester United is pretty much dialed in and focused on their Europa League journey. They want to make it back into the Champions League, so they are pretty much going to be resting player from this game. So I do not see them going to play against West Ham with maximum effort or maximum energy. I believe that they are going to rest players. I believe that they are going to be tired coming from the Europa League game. So this will be an opportunity for a team like West Ham to pick up points, pretty much like a draw, 1 point. Dead rubber game. I do not see anything else coming out of this game. But the key to victory for Manchester United, if Manchester United are to win this game, is going to start with their offense. You have to take your chances. Manchester United last weekend against Brentford was going toe-to-toe with Brentford. It was like a basketball game, 4-3. You score, I score, you score, I score. Goals everywhere. You cannot get yourself in that type of situation. You cannot get yourself in that type of situation. You have to defend and you have to take your chances. Manchester United problem this season have pretty much been their defense. They've conceded unnecessary goal. They make unnecessary mistakes. They've been caught lacking out of position. So going forward against West Ham, this is an opportunity to remedy your season. Start playing good defense. Be defensively sound and be defensively aware. I told you guys last 2 weekends, if I were the coach, I was going to be playing Maguire as the striker. And I'm still standing on that. I will play Maguire as the striker for the rest of the season. The likes of Højlund and Zexil, if they cannot get me the goals, I will play Maguire as a striker. This is a game against West Ham. They have nothing to lose. I feel like this is where they need to start that experiment. Start the experiment from this game. Play Maguire as a striker. Spam crosses into the box and watch him get goals. Hey, don't say I didn't try to help you. If you want to finish your chances, play striker Maguire, aka Maguire Dinho. Hi! Oh Lord. Yeah, so for the secondary key to victory. So for the secondary key to victory for Manchester United, that is going to be their defense. Primary reason, your offense. The secondary reason, your defense. You have to defend. Onana, you cannot concede unnecessary goal. Manchester United defense, you have to be dialed in. The goals that were conceded against Brentford is like how? How do you concede 4 against Brentford? That is not acceptable, and that is not going to go flying. You have to defend, especially in the Premier League. These middle belt teams, they do not respect anyone anymore. They go home and they're away trying to score goals. You have to be sound defensively. You have to be sound. You have to be dialed in from the get-go. The game against West Ham, I understand that there's nothing to lose in this game, but you still have to pick up points. Do it for pride. Do it for yourself. Do it for the fans. Pick up maximum 3 points. Man, we have to pray for Manchester United, man. Manchester United this season is not been it, man. They've been out of it this entire season. But like I said, if you're a neutral fan, this is not the game you are probably going to enjoy. You probably need to find you another game or find you something else to watch. Leave this game for the Manchester United and West Ham United fans. Let them enjoy their game. For the next game we have on our list, the big game of the weekend, or should I say the 1 versus 2 game of the weekend, or I don't think this game have anything to offer. This would have been a big game if there was a title race, but this season is over. Pretty much the only thing that is going to come out of this game is the guard of honor. Liverpool versus Arsenal. We are just going to watch the guard of honor and the game will be over. That's about it. The 2024-2025 season for Arsenal has just come to an end. So for those of you that was hate watching Arsenal, please have mercy on them. We know they are our little brother. They do not know any better. This is an opportunity for them to learn their lesson. So it's okay. We can now let it go. The banter is enough. We've had enough fun for a whole day. It's okay. Now let's just leave them alone. Let's not continue to banter them. It's okay. Let them have their grace. For the game between Liverpool and Arsenal, starting with Liverpool, the key to victory for Liverpool is pretty much Liverpool showing up. Right now, it's hard to see Liverpool winning games anymore because Liverpool right now, they are laying on the beach somewhere enjoying themselves. They're on vacation. Liverpool right now is died out of football. They are not playing to win. They are just playing to complete the season and get their Premier League trophy and go back home. That's about it. The coach is trying new players. We saw it last weekend. He rotated the entire midfield, and in the defensive line, he rotated 2 players here, I think. So I don't see Liverpool being competitive anymore for the rest of the season. Liverpool season is done. They won the Premier League title. They are now laying down on the beach somewhere, enjoying their vacation, waiting for the day that they will have their parade and they will have their Premier League trophy lifted. That's about it. If Arsenal want to pick up points, this is an opportunity. This is the best time to play Liverpool. I said it last weekend. This is the best time to play Liverpool. If you want to play Liverpool, this is the best time. The key to victory for Liverpool is going to be an Slot playing his starting 11, being competitive. That's about it. As long as Liverpool is competitive, they win this game. If Liverpool is not competitive, if an Slot doesn't take this game serious, he keeps rotating the team, bringing in new players, giving them playing time, then he does not take the game serious. He could care less about the points. And me, I don't mind that the season is over. On the other hand, for Arsenal players right now are going to be feeling down after the loss at Paris. They will be coming back to England. Take heart. It's not easy. I know going out of the Champions League is a painful one, but that's not the end of the life. Next season you go again. You can do it again next season. Get it to the semi-final. It's a big deal. You ought to lift your head up. Be proud of yourself for the journey and the football you've played this season. Next season is another opportunity to try again. So kudos to you guys. Next season you go again. You try your possibly best. We'll be here to watch that. So let's wait till next season. The key to victory for Arsenal against Liverpool is going to be their midfielders. Right now, Arsenal offense is pretty much not it. They have too many injuries in their offensive line. Saka is pretty much carrying the whole team. At this point, his back ought to be hurting because that's too much weight carrying the entire team. I was watching the game against PSG. The level of effort that Saka was putting on the field is unbelievable. This man was trying to do everything all by himself. And I was watching his teammates like Odegaard, the club captain, pretty much doing nothing, trying to look like a fine boy on the field, fixing his shirts, fixing his hair. Man, somebody need to check on Saka, man, because at this point his back ought to be hurting. Carrying this entire team all by himself, it's not easy. I think next season they should just go ahead and switch the captain. Yeah, I'm starting the campaign now. Saka for captain, Arsenal. Next season they should just go ahead and take the captain off Odegaard and give it to Saka. From that performance I saw yesterday in the Champions League, no. Odegaard, yeah, they need to take the captain band off your hand and give it to Saka, because how can you be the captain of the team and you cannot even give effort? The bare minimum. You see, you can have skills, you can have talent, you can have everything in this world, but if you cannot give effort, especially in the Champions League semi-final, in a stage like that, you cannot give effort. That's the worst thing you can do as a footballer. Effort is always mandatory. It's always compulsory. No negotiation and no excuses. You must give effort. The bare minimum you can do is give effort. Maybe you are not on your game that day, you're having a bad day that day, no problem, but you must give effort. Effort is mandatory. Effort is required. No excuses. No, you must give effort. I watch Odegaard trying to fix his shirt. Odegaard don't want to tackle, don't want to put his leg in any 50-50 battle. Was just walking around the field, could care less. But it is what it is. The game is done and dusted. We can now move on to next season. Arsenal fans, Arsenal team, lift your head up. Next season you go again. It's not all doom and gloom. There's another year. Next season there will be another opportunity for you guys to try again. The secondary key to victory against Liverpool is going to be Arsenal defense. Arsenal defense need to try to keep clean sheet. They need to try to shut Liverpool team out. So depending on who is playing for Liverpool, depending on how that task is going to go. If Liverpool is dialed in, if Liverpool is there with their starting 11, if Liverpool is taking the game serious, it's going to be a difficult task for the Arsenal defense. But if they rotate the squad, they bring in the likes of Nunes, I don't know where the goalpost is. If they bring him in, then hey, Arsenal, you guys can have your fun. But that's what I have for you guys this weekend. Thank you guys for staying tuned. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Please, guys, remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share this video. Share this video to your friend that want a friend, that need a friend. Please. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I do not take it for granted. Thank you, guys. Remember, it is not personal. It is just football. I'll catch you guys next time. Let's go.